Morning everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to do the skin tone my way. A lot of people have been asking me how I do the skin tones on my pictures. So before we start, you need the Faber polychromos sets. I might have to do another tutorial for for other pencils, but I technically use my Faber polys every time I use it for skin tone. And the pencils we are going to be using are the beige red 132 and the cinnamon 189. And what I technically do is I put a bottom base layer with the beige red pencil. I press on very firmly to get that even tone, and then I use the cinnamon 189 on the top of the beige red to get that more darker consistency. It's better if you're using grayscale pictures for like this kind of stuff, because the shading's already there for you, which has always been a big thing for me, using grayscale as a form of learning how to place shadows and darker shaded areas. So I'll get started and then you can see how I progress. So like I said, you just start off with using your base layer pencil to start off with. And I'm sure you'll be able to hear it on the video that I'm putting a bit of pressure in there. Some have got other remedies, but I've had a lot of people asking me how I get the really good consistency of skin work with pencils. And really, the object of it is there's no easy way or hard way. It's just how you perceive skin to be. A lot of people use purples, reds, yellows, greens. I know Christine uses a lot of different colours. But I've just taught myself over years. I've been colouring for 6 years, so it's just finding the right ones for me. And I've just found that these are a lot easier to use rather than mixing pencils. I know it's all fun of it by mixing and learning, but we progress as we go through the years, don't we? But I just thought it'd be a lot easier because I know a lot of people use Faber Castells, and I'm sure you'll all appreciate me doing this. And as you can see in the darker areas, you're not going to see it very well, but you can see that the difference it makes by using the bottom layer. Again, putting a lot of pressure. And not only with this, it's a lot of build up. It's just layering upon layering as well. Certain patches will be lighter than others, so you just got to keep going over it until you get the right formula. Obviously on video it'll be a lot, I think it's a lot lighter on video than what it is in person. I've noticed that a lot with my live streams. And then again on his, I just go over that bit. I don't go over his lips. I use a different colour for that. And don't worry, I'm not going to be colouring the entire picture on video, so it's just showing you how I do the skin tone. They say that it's like perfect skin tone, and I don't think it is. It's just how the picture perceives it to look. And I don't filter my pictures either. It's just straight up taking a picture of what it looks like there and then uploading it. I know a lot of people use filters as well, Procreate and stuff. So we have his face, and then with this one, it's just pressing harder on the darker areas and then becoming lighter as you come into the lighter toned areas. So I'll just go into the darker areas first. Press on. And obviously with grayscale you can tell where darker areas are, where you need to be pressing a lot harder compared to the lighter areas. Obviously with line art ones, you've got to judge for yourself where you're putting where your shadows and darker areas need to be. That's why I've always, since I've started grayscale, I've always said to beginners to just go to grayscale, because it really gives you a better insight on shading and stuff as well. A lot of people say that it's just an easier way of colouring, but maybe so, but it teaches you a lot as well. I don't know if you can tell the difference up to now. It don't matter if you go into the eyebrows and stuff, because you'll be going over them anyway. Again, press where it's darker. I'm just skipping them and missing at minute. I just want to get all right tones and stuff. So you can see where I'm going with all the darker shading, can't you? And then not too much pressure on the lighter areas. But you still need to get that consistency to make it look like skin. And I'll show you a little trick. It's not a little trick, but people... It's a little trick for me. I've only just learnt it myself, and that's probably another reason why they've noticed a change in my skin tone. I mean, even when you've done this bit, you don't necessarily have to be finished. You can just keep going over it and over it till you're happy with layers. Like when I've done this bit, you can always get your base layer pencil and go over it, press a bit more, and then do the same again with this pencil until you get that consistency and you're happy with this colour that it's come out. And with this picture as well, it's got glow in here, so you need to add the glowing yellow on it, which I will do, but that's not what I'm here to do. It's just showing you the skin tone, colouring a whole picture for you. I just grab first one to show you. Again, darker area, so add a bit of pressure. And this is line work that goes all the way down, like so. And then we've got the chin. Again, darker area, so press until you're happy with it. Right, and then what I do, I get the 280 pencil, and in the darker areas I go over with a darker brown, just to get that more darker toned effect, if you get what I mean. So you don't have to press heavily, just enough so you can just see the darker areas, and then you can just go back over it with the second pencil, so like so. It's not really a trick, but I've just learned to use a bit of brown in shaded areas. It gives you that better tone as a shaded area. A lot of people use different methods, but this is how I do it. Practice makes perfect, as I say. Practice, practice, practice. I mean, you don't have to do the brown, you can just do the base layer and then the second one and just leave brown. It's entirely up to you. Like so, and then again, just go over it. And it's just layer upon layer. That's all it is, until you get what you're after. And in some instances, if you go too dark, your best remedy is using your white Faber Castell and just using that as highlights. Which I'll show you. And for some reason it shows you, it shows really light on video, but on paper it's not that colour, it's darker. So at the end of the video I will pop on a picture that I've took. And like I said, for the lighter areas, just get your white 101 pencil and just in areas that you want it to be lighter. Obviously, because there's things glowing, there's certain areas that are lighter than others. And I've still got to add the yellow for light that's emitting off of these balls to his face. So, pardon me. These are his lighter areas. So that's where I'll apply white more. Like so. It's only got a bit there. His nose. And then his mouth. His cheek. His ear. And then his chin. And there we have it. And that's how I colour the skin tones. So your base layer again is the beige red 132. Your next one on the top of that is your cinnamon 189. And then for the darker areas you can add the 280. And then for the lighter areas you add the 101. So I hope that helps and you get a bit of information on how I colour skin tone. Obviously I've got the rest of the picture to colour. But I know a lot of people have been asking me recently how I do it. And I thought I'd just do a quick tutorial on how I do skin tone. I'll bring it in a bit more. So you can see. Obviously it's not as light on the video as what it is in person. It's a lot darker. But yeah, a lot of people have been asking me how I do skin tone, and that's my main go-to all the time. I think it depends on quality of photos as well, and your lighting as well. I won't mind if if you do use my video as a way of learning how to do your skin tones, just give me a shout out if you won't mind. It's just a bit of what am I looking for? Appreciation for showing you how to do it. I know it's not perfect, it's just a quick one, but a nice shout out, I'd really appreciate it. Even sharing my link for it if some people are struggling. So yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye.